Today, we've got scorching hot stories for you. Liverpool collapse at Anfield again. Fans are done. The team looks broken. Chelsea destroy Barcelona with ease. Pure dominance. Zero chances for the Catalans. Arsenal play like champions. Relentless, confident, and miles ahead of everyone else. Robert Lewandowski linked to Manchester United for a shock move. Kylian Mbappé publicly steps up to save Xabi Alonso's job. Chelsea's newest wonderkid is already flirting with a Barcelona transfer. And the final verdict on Messi versus Ronaldo in numbers. So pour yourself some hot tea. Or better yet, grab a cold beer. We have a ton of spicy stuff to discuss today. Let's get into it. Liverpool right now? Pure pain and embarrassment. Yesterday, PSV absolutely destroyed the Reds at Anfield. 4-1. Even the die-hard fans were leaving before the final whistle. Can you believe that? Some were shaking their heads in disbelief. Others just couldn't watch anymore. It all started with a mind-blowing blunder from Virgil van Dijk. During a corner, he raised his hand for some reason, and the ball hit it. Penalty. Perisic scored. Easy. Liverpool woke up 10 minutes later and even equalized through Dominic Szoboszlai. For a brief moment, it looked like the Reds were alive. Some great attacks, some chances, but poor finishing left them behind. Second half, total disaster. PSV scored 3 goals in a row and literally tore Merseyside apart. I have no words for what Konate was doing. He let the ball slip, left attackers wide open, pure chaos. The fans were stunned, shouts, hands in the air. Some even left crying. Social media exploded with memes mocking Liverpool's disaster. The team, once a symbol of defensive discipline, now looks amateurish. Only 1 goal in the last 3 matches, 10 conceded. This is total despair. And Arne Slot? I highly doubt he survives this. English media is already talking about Jurgen Klopp returning until the end of the season to take the team to the Champions League. After that, a new boss in summer. Meanwhile, Tottenham also lost to PSG. But credit where it's due, they look sharp. Outplayed PSG in XG, pulled off slick combinations, but Vitinha was unstoppable. The Portuguese wizard scored a hat-trick and reminded everyone why he's a maestro. Verdict? Liverpool is on fire, Slot is on the edge, and fans are screaming, "What's next?" Comment below and subscribe to catch the next Premier League and European football drama. Chelsea showed a real class against Barcelona. Marc Cucurella, absolutely a hero. He literally ate Lamine Yamal. And the Blues, they just swallowed Barcelona's pressing whole. The Catalans barely had a chance. Chelsea looks stronger than last season. The Londoners have a deep squad. Half the players could be swapped in the middle of the match without losing quality. A selection of incredibly fit players allowed them to press Barcelona individually. Sure, Pedri might have helped, but without support from Hansi Flick, no one could handle this pressure. But Chelsea isn't perfect. Against teams playing a low block, they struggle. They sometimes end up just cycling the ball without breaking through. Until Maresca and the gang learn to break the bus, winning the Premier League will be tough. But in the Champions League, real chances for a trophy. Fans went wild, standing ovations, thousands of tweets praising Cucurella, debates over the man of the match. Goalkeeper Robert Sanchez gave a very confident statement. Cucurella had Lamine Yamal in his pocket. Barcelona is good, but the favorite for the CL is Chelsea. Still, there's a catch. Sanchez sometimes gifts situations where a top keeper wouldn't. Last summer, Chelsea looked at Mike Maignan from Milan, but couldn't agree on a price. Maignan will leave, and Chelsea needs a top-class goalkeeper, or their CL ambitions might crumble. So, Chelsea looks strong, showed quality against Barcelona, but the goalkeeper issue remains. Fans are already waiting to see who the club will sign and if the new keeper can become the team's rock. Verdict? Chelsea is ready to fight for the Champions League, but the Premier League is a tougher challenge, and rivals are already watching the Blues' weak spots. Let's talk about the eternal debate. Messi or Ronaldo? According to Transfermarkt, Lionel Messi leads all players worldwide in total goal contributions in the 21st century. 1,339 contributions in 1,135 games, 896 goals, 304 assists for Barcelona, PSG, Inter Miami, and Argentina. Cristiano Ronaldo, 1,254 contributions in 1,293 games, 954 goals, 300 assists. The gap? 86 contributions in Messi's favor. But here's where it gets interesting. 2 days ago, Messi played for Inter Miami in the MLS playoffs against Cincinnati. The result? 4-0. Messi scored 1 goal and provided 3 assists. This means he reached a legendary milestone: 1,300 club goal contributions, 896 goals plus 404 assists. And this was his 39th career game, where he produced 4 or more goal contributions, a record among all footballers in top-flight leagues. Ronaldo, 31 such games. Luis Suarez and Neymar are the only other players who surpassed 20. But the gap between Messi and Ronaldo and everyone else remains massive. Now, the question is, can Ronaldo catch up to Messi? He's currently 46 goals away from 1,000 career goals. That's a historic moment. But in contributions, he's 86 behind. And here's what's interesting. Ronaldo is the unmatched scorer, 954 goals. But Messi is the creator, 404 assists versus Ronaldo's 300. 2 different styles, 2 different approaches, but the stats say one thing: Messi is ahead. And even at 38 years old, he continues to add numbers in MLS at the highest level. The eternal debate continues, but the numbers don't lie. Now let's talk about Kylian Mbappé, because the guy just became a hero for Real Madrid. 4 goals against Olympiacos, 4-3 away, a poker, a hat-trick in 6 minutes. But the most interesting part? It happened after the match. Recently, there have been a lot of rumors that several Real Madrid players are unhappy with Xabi Alonso. Vinicius, Bellingham, Valverde, all of them supposedly have issues with the coach. So after the match, journalists ask Mbappé, "How do you see the team amid all this noise?" His response? "I see the team doing well. Of course, there are things to improve. People talk a lot on the outside, but I think we as players have to protect each other, protect the coach and all the staff, because in the end, we're all in this together." Then they asked him directly about Alonso. "I think we need to be honest. We are very united. In life, nothing is perfect. And when you change projects or coaches, it's normal for there to be changes. But I don't think he deserves everything that's happening right now." Wow! Mbappé came to Real Madrid last summer, and now he's publicly defending the coach from all the rumors. This is either a very smart political move, or he genuinely believes in Alonso. But the fact remains, there is tension in the Real Madrid dressing room. Vinicius is even considering not renewing his contract because of his relationship with Alonso. But Mbappé says we're all in the same boat and no one is going to jump off. The question is, does everyone in the dressing room feel that way? All right, now let's talk about Chelsea's 18-year-old star, Estevão. The kid joined Chelsea this summer for $52 million from Palmeiras. Right now, he's playing his first season with the Blues. 17 games, 5 goals, 1 assist. And he looks like a future star. But here's the problem. His agent, Andre Curry, just made a strange statement. Estevão has a 5-year contract with Chelsea, and he's enjoying his time there. But he has a special affection for Barcelona. Let that sink in. The kid just joined Chelsea, and his agent is already talking about Barcelona. Curry explained that Barcelona tried to sign Estevão back in 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. They wanted him, but the club's financial situation didn't allow it. We went to Barcelona's offices to offer the player. The technical staff always approved signing Estevão, but Deco was tied up because the club's finances didn't allow it. So Barcelona wanted him, but couldn't afford him. Now, the question is, will Barcelona come back for him in the future? Maybe. But there's a problem. Estevão plays on the right wing. And you know who else plays on the right wing? Lamine Yamal. 2 young talents who could become the best players in the world in the future. But they play in the same position. If Estevão joins Barcelona, he'll have to adapt to the left wing, a position he hasn't played much in his career. And that could limit his potential. So the question remains open. Will Estevão go to Barcelona? Maybe. But will it be a smart move for him and for Barcelona? Time will tell. Arsenal versus Bayern. The match was billed as a clash between Europe's 2 best teams, and it absolutely delivered. The first half, pure tactical delight. Both teams pressed hard, marked tightly, and stayed extremely compact. No space, no mistakes allowed. Every move was calculated. Arsenal immediately applied intense pressure, forcing Bayern defenders into constant errors. The Gunners were disciplined, organized, and relentless. Then came the first goal. Predictable, but beautiful. Arsenal's corner, perfectly executed, and a header finds the net. Fans erupt. Bayern responded quickly, though. 17-year-old wonderkid Leonard Carl latched on to a brilliant pass from Serge Gnabry and volleyed it in. 1-1 at halftime. Second half, Arsenal stepped it up. The Gunners' pressing almost completely shut down Bayern. Even the most experienced Bundesliga champions struggled to reach Arsenal's half. Every attempt was blocked, intercepted, or cut off. Bayern's physical fatigue started to show. Arsenal's squad depth became crucial. Substitutions made a real impact. 69 minutes, Noni Madueke, coming off the bench, reads a loose pass perfectly and slots it into the corner. 2-1, Arsenal. The Emirates is going wild. 77 minutes, Gabriel Martinelli takes advantage of a major Neuer mistake and scores into an empty net. 3-1, game over. This win shows Arsenal's strength, adaptive, disciplined, with a long bench and world-class set pieces. Tactical intelligence, energy, and determination were on full display. Even under pressure, Arsenal looked composed, ready to strike whenever Bayern showed a weakness. Fans,
electric. Standing, cheering every pass, roar after every tackle, explosion of joy after every goal. Football at its finest. The takeaway? Arsenal isn't just a big-name club. They're a true Champions League contender. If they maintain this form, they can dominate Europe's strongest teams. Their depth, tactical mastery, and never-say-die attitude make them a nightmare for any opponent. This is a statement. A team that once was growing is now a force. Monolithic, precise, dangerous. Arsenal's time is now.
Is Manchester United turning into a retirement home for legendary strikers again? We had Zlatan, we had Cavani, we had the return of CR7, and now the rumors are linking Robert Lewandowski to Old Trafford. Yes, seriously. The Polish goal machine is 37 years old, but Ruben Amorim purportedly wants a veteran killer to teach his young squad how to score. So, is this actually happening? Or is it just paper talk? The boss of transfers, Fabrizio Romano, has finally spoken. According to Fabrizio, we need to calm down a bit. He addressed the rumors directly on his channel. First of all, regarding the January transfer window, forget about it. Romano says there is literally 0% chance Lewandowski leaves Barcelona this winter. He is fully focused on winning La Liga and helping Hansi Flick. So put your edits of Lewy in a United kit away for now. However, the summer is a completely different story. Romano confirmed that Lewandowski has absolutely no plans to retire. He feels fit, he is still scoring for fun, and his contract situation at Barça is complicated. There is a concrete possibility that he leaves Catalonia at the end of the season. Now let's use our brains. Does this move make sense for United? On one hand, signing a 37-year-old sounds desperate. But on the other hand, look at United's attack. Šeško and Xerxes are talented, sure, but they miss chances that Lewandowski would score with his eyes closed. Amorim knows he needs guaranteed goals right now, not in 3 years. Lewandowski would be the ultimate mentor. Imagine him teaching the kids the dark arts of finishing. Plus, seeing him in the Premier League, even for one season, would be pure cinema. But for now, he stays in Spain. Man United fans, would you take him for a last dance? Or is he too old for the Premier League intensity? Let me know your verdict in the comments. Is Louis to United a masterclass or a disaster class? Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the update and hit that subscribe button to join the Top League family. We are covering every rumor every day. See you in the next one.